Hi design cutters, my name is Joanna Fallon, I'm a graphic designer and we're here today to do another unboxing for one of the products on Design Cut's digital marketplace. The idea with these videos is to have a bit of a play, see what the initial reaction is, and hopefully that will give you an idea of what you can potentially do with it yourselves. Okay, let's go see what it is. Okay, so this is the AquaType package. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Okay, it's a list of, okay, so it's a set of actions. So it's what looks like applying a watercolor effect to type, which looks pretty cool. There's quite a few, looks like it's quite a little bit to read through in terms of getting it, in terms of using it. So what I'll do is I'll have a little read through that first and then have a go with it. Okay, so I've loaded the brushes and presets. I think what I'm going to have to do is to keep referring back to the document as I work through this because it looks like it's quite a few steps. But the first thing I've established that I need to do is to type something, and it did say to be at least 72 points. So let's go for 100 and let's choose a nice typeface. Hello there. Okay. And what do we need to do then to get this effect? Type out your text, add the text you want, and select one of the 20 graphic styles. Okay, let's do that. So these are the graphic styles from the pack that I've loaded. Okay, these are nice. Right, I'm going to go for this Petunia. And what do we say to do next? Click play on the vectorize action. There's vectorize with instructions, so let's go for that, which should be good for the first time. So then we go to the image trace. Copy the presets in the instructions. So what have we got? Set the color in full mode, drop down full tone, mode color, full tone. Full tone, okay. Go for the advanced settings. So I need to click the drop down there. We're going to copy these settings. So 7501. Sorry for the muttering, it's more to remind myself what these settings are. Okay, so we've adjusted those as the instructions. And then make sure you tick ignore white. Then save as a new preset, watercolor. Oh, hang on, I've lost the settings for this. And then click play on the action again to expand the image trace and vectorize watercolor. I'm not entirely sure what's happened there. We go back to the image trace, okay. This looks like something's happening. So, what do we do now? Ooh, obviously pressed the wrong thing there. Okay, so, object. Right. So, object. I can't seem to expand this, so I don't know why. Oh, right, okay, so I think that's because I've already gone through the process. So we can now go on to the extra tips and adjustments. Inner glow and adjustment, select graphic style, and then go to your appearance menu. Okay, so we've done that, and you can see the appearance up there. The inner glow controls the edges, the glow controls the edge ink coverage of the watercolor effect. Okay, so that depends on how dark you want the outside of the glow. So if we reduce that to say 50, well, let's reduce it to 0 just to make sure I can see the difference. Oh yeah, I could see it change. If I zoom in, we can actually see the effect a little bit better. So that's with 0, that's with 100, and you can see the edge getting darker. So that, I guess, gives more the effect of where, to make it look like the ink or the paint has pooled to the edges of the lettering. So I'm going to go for 50, I think. So we get a little bit of it, but not too much. Let's make that 90. Oh yeah, that's definitely softened it a bit. So from what I can see, this only controls the very edges. So we'll try the roughen controls. Controls hand paint effect, says the edge of the type. Double click on this to adjust. Okay, so some good tips there for the roughen. So I'll put that right up. This kind of gives it a little bit of a rougher edge. So I think I'm going to put that right to the top to give it a rougher edge because it's quite a nice chunky type. And we're going to take, for transform, we're going to vary the size of the watercolor texture within the graphic style and make sure in options only the transform patterns is selected. Okay, let's have a look at that. That's the only one selected, which is good. Okay, so it's a very subtle difference, but and I think that's it from the looks of things. So it's a nice way of adding watercolor texture to stuff, and nice little selection there as well. But that's cute, that's a cute little finish. To summarise then, I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 for the product quality. It's a fairly small product, but it does one thing, but it does it effectively, so can't really complain with that. For the ease of use, I'm going to give this 4 out of 5. I was going to give it a 3 just because I found it a little bit tricky to start with because I had to keep referring back to the instructions, but I think that would be a bit unfair. I think once you've used it once and you've got over just the initial getting used to it, it's very easy to use, so that's why I'll give it 4. For the value for money, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. I think it's quite reasonably priced for what it is. It's fairly small, simple product, but if you're going to get a lot of use out of it, then I think it's certainly worthwhile. For the fun factor, I'm going to give this 3 out of 5 stars. It's a perfectly good product, but it's very much application and the practical product. It applies a watercolor effect to vector objects. That's what it does, so it's not unfun. It's not fun, but I certainly wouldn't say it's one of the most fun products that are available on the marketplace. So it's getting a perfectly neutral 3 out of 5 stars. It does what it does and it does it well. Overall, I'm going to give this product 4 out of 5. It's a very practical product. It does what it's supposed to do effectively, which is to apply watercolor texture to vector objects. And if that's the kind of thing you're going to be doing with your designs, it's absolutely perfect. If you enjoyed this video, please do give us a thumbs up below and remember to subscribe to Design Cuts YouTube channel for more fantastic content.